Greetings to everyone. I hope that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. Getting right into things without further ado. Today we're going to be speaking on Stephen A. Smith and what's my brody name? Hold on. Jay Williams. Dang, how I forget that, man. Shout out Jay Williams, man. You know what I mean? The former Duke standout, you feel me? But with this particular topic at hand, I hate seeing these type of things play out, but it's debate, and oftentimes things can get heated, throughout the course of debate. But these two brothers are definitely more skilled than this. Stephen A is one of my favorite media personalities. In fact, when I was in college, he's the one that prompted me to change my my major. I was doing business, and after seeing, which I've been seeing Stephen A, but around that time YouTube was just revving up. And I was just seeing clips of Stephen A, and this man's vocabulary was so vast. I'm like, good gracious, and how he was breaking it down so eloquently and fluently with certain topics that he was giving. I say, man, this is what I want to be doing. If I do got to work a job or go do something with these white folks, man, I want to be doing what Stephen A doing. You did. But so I definitely rock with Stephen A the long way. So I know, even though he's had tremendous success at this point, so now he's almost a caricature of himself because he's getting money, and obviously I think he plays up to a character at times, way over the top, acting emotional, all this screaming and hollering and this, that, and the third. I think this is just the character that people have fell in love with, and what he gets paid to do. But I think in this particular sense, it actually got out of hand a little bit, especially coming at another black man. Now, as far as with Jay Williams, I love Jay Will because he never scared to speak his mind. That's one thing he's good for. Even when they was trying to get the backlash of Kyrie the first time, from the solution. We're not gonna say the V word. From the solution to the video that he had posted where they was trying to call him anti-Semitic, this, that, and the third, and then they still left the video up on Amazon and stuff. So Kyrie has received a lot of unfair criticism, in my opinion, but that's not what we're here to discuss on today. He's just kind of the outlier as to what kind of sparked the debate between these two. But my biggest thing is the contention between the two black men and the rhetoric that Stephen A is spewing towards another black man. This disturbs me because my biggest thing is, and you'll see as we get into the video, Stephen A. Smith, he knows better than this, because it's like, okay, I'm always a proponent of, if you are not going to say it to a Caucasian man, don't come at your brother like that. You know what I mean? Because that these folks will cut your word off. They'll have you on here issuing an apology tomorrow like it ain't nobody business. You'll have to tuck your little tail and get in line. You understand this. So why would you be up here playing with me like this? And the energy that it gives off is like, hold on, I'm the big dog. Even if I am wrong, don't question me. Don't outshine the master. I'm the one that opened up doors for you, Jay Will. Stay in your place. So it's almost like that treatment of what I'm the gatekeeper in this. But it takes somebody who don't really give a damn about their position in order to go ahead and correct and say certain things. And I think Jay Will handled himself correctly, because he could have went off, but he didn't. Which we'll see in this video. And but that's enough for now. I'm gonna go ahead and let the video play a little bit, and then we're gonna wrap it up at the end once everything's done.
Let's just tell the American public what the hell's been going on. Here's the problem with Kyrie Irving. He don't show up to work because there's always something that distracts him from showing up to work consistently. That is the issue with the Brooklyn Nets. They want to see you play basketball, and they didn't see Kyrie Irving play enough of it.
But don't you feel like the way Kyrie Irving has been labeled is a little bit misjudged? Don't you think it's almost like, I've heard things like he is a headache, the decision was an idiotic decision.
I thought initially his trade demand was idiotic, and then we heard that you got 4 teams ready to pay the brother money. Go get the money. You see what I'm saying? I thought it was idiotic because I thought it brought attention to all the question marks about him when he was playing so well. But then you hear about both LA teams, Dallas and Phoenix, ready to pay him, ready to take him on. And then you say, okay, not so idiotic. It's actually smart on this part.
Okay, I get it. Whenever you get approached by saying, hey, you can have this extension, if you can have this extension, if you take the vaccine, he chose not to. Like that's enough. There are other players in the NBA who are unvaccinated that didn't get their feet held to the fire the way Kyrie Irving did, by the way.
Correct.
Stephen A., you held his feet to the fire because of the city mandate. Let me finish my point.
I didn't call it.
Go ahead. Held his feet to the fire, Stephen A.
No, I was going to say, you're acting like it's past. I ain't changed.
You ain't changed. So I'm saying accountability is very different. So then the last thing, I'm going to bring up another point. The last thing about the repost, okay? What's the first thing I came on the show and I said? I said, okay, I understand there's going to be clout on the way he handled the situation, but how come there's no energy in that towards Amazon? Like, there was no energy towards that. So we said Kyrie Irving is anti-Semitic, and then everybody's tone changed 2.5, 3 weeks later. And guess what? I didn't hear anybody calling Jeff Bezos anti-Semitic.
This is true.
I'm not saying there aren't troubles with Kyrie. I'm not saying that. But the way he's labeled just seems to be so extra with him.
Okay.
It seems that he's turned into like a media target.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I think people allow me to talk for a minute and 30 seconds.
Well, listen, you want more? I mean, I'll give you more. It ain't a minute and that. It ain't a minute and 30 seconds. You get plenty of time to talk on the show. Stop that nonsense. All right, okay.
No, they doing this in front of a Caucasian man. He is loving it. I like how how you put that in there. He's loving this little exchange right now. He know it's getting heated. He know both of them.
Exactly. And after I finish, we gonna come back and make sure you get more time. That a bunch of BS you talking right now.
Just because you label it BS does not make it BS.
Very true.
I'm calling it BS.
Okay.
I'm calling it.
That's your perspective.
That's right. You're damn right, and it matters.
So does mine.
Just
as much as you.
It's good. So you
just as much. No, I know.
I would beg to differ. I would beg to differ. Now, when you bring up, Jeff Bezos, you are absolutely right. Not a single soul disagree with you. What we said was, not only did you jumpstart it, but a whole bunch of people brought up that Jeff Bezos still left that film up, okay? That was that purportedly anti-Semitic. Excuse me, what kind of traction that gets? So when you talk into the world and you bring up Jeff Bezos, who makes about $70 billion a year, okay, you criticize him. Take the film down. He didn't do it. Now what? All you can do is point out what the issue is and then go from there. In Kyrie's case, you're a player. And you want to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Who does it? We can't knock you for that. But the reality is that he's looking to cash a check. Bezos is cutting checks. Those who have the goal make the rules. We hate it. We don't like it. But it's reality. So you...
This is a very valid point from Stephen A. here. Very valid.
On national television, whining and moaning about that. I get you because you're right. No. I'm not insulting you.
You just insulted me.
I'm whining and moaning and jamming.
Come on, man.
Since you want to be ultra sensitive,
This is why I feel like Stephen A. crossed the line there. Look at the rhetoric that you're using to describe a fellow brother. You sitting there talking about comparing him to a baby like he whining and crying when all this man did was make a point. He ain't did no whining. He ain't did no crying. He ain't did no complaining, really. He just is stating his point and arguing his point, much like you are, Stephen A. You the one that seems to be getting emotional right now. Again, shout out to Jay Will for how he's conducting himself, showing a whole lot of class and poise up there.
Whining and moaning about it. I'm saying to you, it's right. You're right what you're saying. But the point is, it doesn't change the reality that is not what's going to get the headlines. I don't deny that. I don't deny that.
But you're the one that seems very emotional.
Oh my God.
Correct.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm not sitting up here on national TV absolving Kyrie Irving of every decision. I'm not going back and recounting every decision. I'm just saying how it's interesting to me. It just carries such a bigger momentum. In particular with you. More so than anybody else.
Jay, you know what? What I would ask you is do me a favor. Stop telling us what you find interesting and just tell us what you feel.
No, my job
You say, I find it interesting. You always say that. Say what you're saying. What are you saying?
What did I just say?
What are you saying?
What am I saying? I just said what I'm saying, Stephen A.
Which is,
I'm not allowed to say what I find interesting.
Of course you are.
But once again,
I invite you on the show to say what's interesting.
He thinks you're too preoccupied with Kyrie, too hard on Kyrie.
Did I Bridget Kyrie Irving last week before he demanded a trade? We were talking football. How many times have I mentioned Kyrie Irving over the last few
I
weeks?
don't seem to be the one being triggered right now.
Well, I'm always triggered.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
Okay.
I've seen you. I watch your show every day.
So what?
All right, are we
I work
talking
with
about
you.
Kyrie or is this personal?
It
seems personal.
I don't want it to be personal.
What seems personal?
It seems personal for you.
For me with Kyrie?
Yes.
You
1,000,000%.
You of all people with all the interest you have got the nerve to sit here on national television and tell me I'm getting personal with a player. I don't lose no sleep.
I didn't say you lose
I
sleep.
don't lose any sleep
I
over
didn't say you
Kyrie
lose
Irving.
sleep.
I'm passionate about the subjects I'm passionate about. I don't accuse you of getting personal when you take a
You have accused me of getting personal.
Oh my God.
You have,
All
Stephen A.
right, can I go on the court?
I'ma leave it.
Can I go on the court real quick? I'd like to. Because when we started off,
We both got a lot to say.
all right.
You do?
Yeah.
You do?
Okay,
Just say it,
guys,
Jay.
can I-
Just say
I'm
it,
not
Jay.
in here for that. I'm not in here for
Just
that.
say it, Jay.
I'm on your show.
Well, there you have it. You know, like I said, I kind of give him my take all throughout. You know, I feel like Jay definitely conducted himself with some class. I think Stephen A, you know, that position getting the best of him a little bit. You know, I often compare that to a real life situation. If, you know, if you're going to do something for somebody, if you're going to put them on, if you're going to bless them, man, don't try to pull that rank. Don't try to act like you no type of big dog, man, and try to throw it in my face like my opinion is less than yours. You don't do that. And here I think Stephen A kind of, which I'm sure he's wise enough to understand that he was wrong a bit on this one. You know, again, shout out to Stephen A and shout out to Jay Will also, because of course, you know, he still handling himself correctly. He brought the tone of the whole conversation down when he seen it was getting out of hand, and he still, you know, was cognitive of the fact that Stephen A can't cut your water off. So, you know, at the end of the segment, he still brought it back around and said, "Hey, I'm on your show," you know, because Stephen A like he was ready for him to go left. And like, hold on, what you want to say? Go ahead and say it. You know what I mean? And then, but I think he kind of knew, boy, you won't be on this show no more. Let me go ahead and get in pocket right fast. And so he still conducted himself like a man, in my opinion. He said what he had to say, and he kept his composure and didn't get emotional. You know, even when dealing with a quote-unquote superior from a job standpoint, not as a man, but just from a job standpoint. And I think that's how you do it. And to all my brothers that's watching this segment, man, you know, that's how you kind of got to play it, you know, especially if you're dealing with Stephen A kind of conducting himself as the same way that a white man would. You know, it's all good. They're going to put you on, do all these little things for you, put the little trinkets and ornaments, let you act like you big and all this, but you just can't contest them, you know. And, you know, just across the board, whether you at your job working, whatever may have you, if you are an employee, it's going to be times where you're going to have to humble yourself the way Jay Will did and use wisdom. Even if you are in a position of authority, you still have to understand that you are a subordinate to one of these men, unfortunately, and so you got to conduct yourself with wisdom at all times. So just a little lesson from Jay Williams there. But with that being said, shout out to everybody. Jump in the comments, tell me what y'all think, and until next time, certainly be blessed.